everyone. So, I have tonsillitis, or I had tonsillitis last week, so I'm going to be talking at the minimum this stream. I do apologize. I have been struggling with my voice the whole day. I didn't have a voice this morning during work. It's very awkward. Being a scrum master, I had to lead stand-ups, and in order to lead stand-ups, you talk a lot. So, you ask questions a lot. You announce people's names a lot. And there's over 30 team members. And I had about 3 stand-ups this morning, so... And I had about 3 grooming stations because I had to help the team members figure out what they're going to be doing for the feature that's planned for this particular sprint. So, as always, usually this time of year I get sick. But because I had a procedure and I was in the hospital 2 weeks ago, my immune system is a bit low. So I am going to hopefully have my friends. Well, we're not going to have Abby because unfortunately she's got an early start tomorrow for work, but my sister Shell luckily will be on shortly. I'm just... there she is. Hey, Shell! Okay, Shell's on mute.
Should I be muting or unmuting?
Unmuting. Announce yourself to the world and why you're mostly going to be talking this episode.
Okay, well, so I'm mostly going to be talking because you lost your voice.
Yep, I got yelled at this morning by my boss.
Why? For losing your voice?
For losing my voice.
Yes, I should think so. Good, I should think so. How dare you lose your voice?
How dare I lose my voice? I mean, really? Like
I mean, it's not even that cold.
I mean, you chose to get sick. You made yourself sick, and you lost
your
voice. How dare you? And you've
How dare you?
6 days off of work because you were sick. How dare you?
Oh my goodness, 6 days off of work, you lucky thing.
Yeah, well, the 3 days was for that procedure, and like I felt so shit afterwards, and it was so sore afterwards. So I took like...
Oh yeah, doesn't it, that procedure anyway would have made your immune system quite low.
Exactly, and then Douglas was sick. And because Doug was sick, he made Dad sick. And then Dad came to visit me that weekend for lunch. And yeah, that's how I ended up getting tonsillitis. But I felt fine this weekend, even though the farm was really, really cold. I felt totally okay, like there was no problem. I think the drive back from the farm, that probably actually made me slightly sick. Because when I got back, I just felt awful, and like I could still speak, but then last night I struggled to talk. I could not talk. And then this morning, when Skippy was like, "Bye, see you later," I was like, "Bye," and he's like, "Oh, you don't have a voice." So yeah, I've been drinking cough syrup all day. But it's the kind that doesn't have alcohol, by the way. It's that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Like you're not getting much out of that, are you then?
Yeah, it's like my one colleague asked me how my voice is doing, because this morning I was like, speak very silent, I can barely say anything. And then, the meeting later this afternoon, I was talking like this. It was a bit of a struggle, but I was still able to talk. And she's like, how did you manage to, like, get your voice okay, and, like, unblock it? And I was like, I crap ton of cough syrup.
I'm like, literally high on cough syrup right now when you get your answer.
Yeah, and she was like, that can't be good long term, and I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to see things. But it was a joke.
Oh, that's fun.
It was a joke. I was joking with her.
No, but that's really fun. I would have done that. Full on.
Oh my god. So I see you bought the Lipizzaner.
What do you think? It actually runs so fast and does jumps brilliantly. My goodness, this is such a good horse.
Have you done the racetrack quest yet?
No. I haven't been able to load. Do you know how long it took me to load Star Stable? In the last 3 days.
Oh dear, that's not good.
3 days. It took me 3 days.
Well, I better put on show jumping equipment for this horse because what we're gonna be doing is we're going to the Baroness's racetrack, and we're supposed to be doing the update there, and they've got a whole bunch of stuff set up. But what level are you?
6.
No, your character's level. 15. Okay, you can do it.
Yep.
Because you have
How do you know?
Well, they say in the requirements in order to do the quest, you have to be level 15.
How do you know I'm 15?
Alright, you click on the character. So you can click on me and this little weird person icon comes up. So that's
you are 19! Well, I'm almost 16. I have like 2 inches left on my bar and I'll be 19. I mean, 16.
Wait, you have what?
2 inches left on my bar. The bottom.
2 inches left on your bar. Okay.
The bottom, and I'll be level 16.
Cool. So maybe after this quest, you'll be level 16. Oh, I'm gonna quickly get changed into like. Wait, where am I going?
Should I be wearing something?
If you want, you can change into like show jumping gear or racing.
What's show jumping gear? What's racing gear?
Well, you kind of look like you're already in show jumping gear. I'm still in like rodeo cowboy sort of outfit. I need to get changed to like proper racing kind of attire, maybe jumping attire or something.
Well, I'm still in my birthday outfit. I'm wearing for my birthday. So I may change that.
I've got so many items in my inventory that I've been playing around and messing around with because I've been playing Star Stable on my iPad during work.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
No, terrible, Melissa, terrible.
Naughty, naughty.
But you know, it's easy to get away with that.
I can't do any races on that thing. Any races. Do you know how terrible I am?
What do you mean on that thing? What thing?
On the iPad.
Oh,
I'm just so shocking.
It is kind of difficult though. Like I've been trying to get the hang of it, and it actually is quite tricky.
Oh, it's tricky. I mean, at least I can go and check on my horses and feed my horses. Not that I've been doing that lately, but I could at least do that.
Well, we can give it our best shot today.
Wait, are you on your iPad?
No, I'm not on my iPad. I'm on my computer. But
me too, because I can't run races on my iPad.
Yeah, I tried to ride like one race, and I did a couple, and I kind of got the hang of it just a little bit, but it was quite tricky. Very tough.
Maybe I should start small.
What do you mean?
Like just the moorland races. Those were like super small, easy ones.
Schmords, you have iPads? Wow. What do you mean? Wow. Don't we all have iPads? For Star Stable, you can play on your iPad. I mean, it's only available to like Apple, like nothing like a Samsung or anything. But I use my.
Is it not available for Samsung?
No, it's not available for Android because it's so difficult to develop on Android. It is a mission to develop on Android. Like, oh my god.
Oh, well, another reason why Apple is good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, I gotta figure out like what outfit I'm gonna be wearing with this. Yeah, that looks doable.
That's what I was doing. I went and you know how you told me, don't use up your coins from the birthday? Wait to save them, we'll use them last. Well, I didn't use them at all.
And what happened?
And it's because halfway through I was suddenly travelling from Brighton to Scotland, so I got caught up in that, and then by the time I logged on, it wasn't the birthday special anymore.
So you missed a lot.
So I missed all of it.
That's okay.
But I have about 100 of them. Hopefully they have them again next year.
Oh, you mean the tokens, the spring token thing?
Yep. I have all the tokens. All of them.
I've got like 122. I didn't use them, but there wasn't like much like nice stuff to be honest. Schmords, you don't like Apple products. Well, we're kind of an
Wow.
Apple family. I mean,
We're an
I
Apple
do
family.
have an Android phone, and that's only because they have like a really like this Android Samsung had a really good camera on it, and it also had a lot
Nice.
more space. So I use it a lot for my content creation for my horse riding and art. So it was kind of like that compared to Apple. Apple has this limited space on your phone, and then you have to pay a subscription to get maximum space. It's really like
Yeah, but I paid and I still get messages of there is no space.
yeah, it's
It doesn't
irritating.
work.
So that's why I was kind of like, you know what, I'm rather gonna go get something else. Like I'm just gonna try Android, and it is quite something to get used to, and it is quite irritating. I'm not gonna lie.
I miss having horses around.
Yeah, but you can at least go visit horses in Edinburgh, right? You're in a farmy area.
No, at the moment I'm in the middle of Edinburgh. When I get a car, I can go visit. Because at the moment it's an hour bus ride, and then I still have to call a cab to get to the place that I want to go to.
Ooh, this is quite complex to get to the
Hmm.
stables then. Oh,
Not really. But did you know if I had my own car, it'd be 20 minutes, not
yeah.
2 hours?
I was thinking of getting a Trident's, well, I don't know what they call it in the UK, but Trident's Bucky.
Mm.
I have no idea what the similar term is in the UK. Hey there, Hope.
Probably a
Long
pickup
time
truck.
no see. Yeah, definitely
A
pickup
pickup
truck.
or a van or a... I think it's a van, actually.
Isn't a van kind of those big beetles?
Yeah,
Those heavy
but
beetles.
I feel like they call everything a van here.
Yeah. Star Stable. It's been a long time since now. It's so nice to see you again. Hope you're fine. Thank you. I'm sorry that I haven't streamed for like the last 2 weeks. I really wanted to, but last week, well, 2 weeks ago, I had a procedure. So, you know, coming out of hospital, I was just not in the mood to actually have to stream. So I just booked myself off for that. And then this last week, I couldn't stream again because I got sick. Yay! So
Good times.
I'm having a great month. Hope you guys are having a better month than me. My voice might disappear after a while because I am talking a lot, and Shell's on the stream to talk for me.
I love how you keep saying that, and I'm like, la 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 la.
Oh my god. Hope
No, you're
try
okay.
be
You're
8 or 9 hours away from your horse. Oh man, no, that's killer. Imagine that, Shell. You have to take a bus or a train to travel to see a horse, which is 8 hours away.
Well, I mean, technically, Costa's 12 hours away. I have to take the plane to go visit him.
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, I can imagine.
You have to take a plane to get here. Oh, it's so depressing.
Let's
gonna
pay
be
for... Oh yeah, I don't have to pay for a visa or anything. I already got my BRP back today, so very happy.
Well, that's good, right? That means
Mhm.
you can travel.
Coming in and out of the country.
Yay! So
Mhm.
so when are you coming back to South Africa?
Preferably Christmas.
Oh, feels like a long time away. Well, at least if you're
It
coming in
is.
Christmas, you could come and you can help me pack and get everything ready for when we leave, because then we leave like literally 3 months later.
You're leaving in March.
Just the thought of it is making
March?
me nervous.
Is it March or May?
The end of March.
So I personally think you need to come to Scotland. I know Skippy doesn't want to.
I think we might have to anyway, because if I'm bringing Sunji, like, I don't know what to do about your dog.
Oh no, Swansea can come and live with, yeah. We've got everything set up for him.
Really? Okay, so.
And I have a whole plan. He's gonna have to be crate trained when I'm not here. But
do you need me
Becky works from home.
Do you need me to start crate training him? Like, I could get
Maybe,
those
yeah.
really tall, sort of oval playpen things that they have for dogs, like big dogs. if
Mm-hmm.
you transfer the money to me, I can buy one of those that fold up, and I can actually bring it over in a suitcase or something.
How
And
big
then-
is it?
I have no idea. I'll have to do my research on it and see if I can find it. I might have to get it from Amazon.
Because I'm thinking of buying a massive one, just to put in the corner of the apartment outside, so he can be in there, and then, I don't know, Becky can take him out during lunches or whatever she wants when I'm at work. And then during the day he sleeps in that, and then at night he sleeps in my room. And I'll get up really early in the morning to take him out to pee.
Shame, man. He's gonna have to get used to living in a flat. Shmords, how's Skippy doing? He's doing very well. He got a new job, so he's no longer working for Amazon. Thank God. The amount of complaining. Jeez. And I actually have my office back. I've turned it back into my art studio, so I'm really, really happy about that. Like, I can actually have somewhere to do all my artwork.
You have your office back.
Yay! I now not banned
Yay.
from my office. I hope, Sally, please change your name so people do not get confused. I agree, because I keep seeing Star Stable. I'll be like, yay, Star Stable's coming to watch me. Oh wait, no, it's not Star Stable, it's Sally. Are we ready
Well-
to go check out the Baroness's racetrack?
We are, but I was busy telling you why it's better for you to come to Scotland.
Yes.
Edinburgh. It's creative hub of the country.
It's what?
It seems like the creative hub of the country. All the
Really?
creatives are here. All the artists. Anybody who wants to do any form of artwork or creating things, they all come to Edinburgh. It's like a known fact.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to London anymore. London's more like a
London's more
business
like
tip.
business. Yeah, it's more like a business financial hub. Isn't
And
it
if you
supposed to be the
wanna
financial
make
hub of
money.
the country?
sort of, yeah, like the Joburg. But if you want to make money from doing creative things, and you want to become, and you want more, what's it called? When people see you more?
I don't know, spotlight, I guess?
There's a specific word for it. You come to Edinburgh, and everybody I know has something creative that they're doing. Everybody.
Schmords
Because
agrees
this is
with
the
you.
best place to do it.
Schmords agrees with you. No one goes to London anymore.
Yeah.
Schmords,
London is just uncomfortable.
Are you
And it's so overly
located?
packed.
Are you located in the UK or somewhere else in the world? I think I remember you telling us, but I can't remember if it was UK or America. But yeah, like London, the first time I ever saw it, it was very stuffy. I didn't like how concrete it was. It's nice for like touristy things, like for me, but I didn't really see.
I
myself-
kind of miss London.
Really?
I just couldn't handle the crush of all the people there, but I really like London. There was a vibe. There was like a vibe or a feeling there that was really nice.
Yeah, I didn't think I liked the vibe. All I could think about was all the deaths and destruction and like
Oh yeah, because Edinburgh is not full of death or destruction.
we find it is full of death and destruction during history. But like I don't know, London just seems all the more depressing for me.
There's... No, I think you should come to Scotland. Firstly, it's really hard when you immigrate to a new country if you don't know anybody. And you'll know
That's
me.
definite.
So it's not like you'll feel like you're really away from home much, like I do, because you'll have me. I'm
really stressed out on how I'm going to break into the equestrian industry that side. Because like I know everyone here, and I have lots of networks here. Like everyone said that the minute you go overseas, if you don't know anyone, it's kind of like starting from complete scratch again. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be starting my equestrian career from complete scratch all over. But it has to be done if I want to get anywhere in my sport.
Exactly. I'll ask, so Becky, my housemate, both her parents are lawyers. Super funny. She sounds a lot like you.
Yeah.
She was even born in the same year, so she's basically like you. Her aunt I think owns horses just
Really?
outside of Edinburgh. Yeah.
Ooh.
She lives with horses, she says. I don't know if she rides anymore. I think she might have retired. But she used to be a show jumper, I think. But I'll ask Becky more.
Yes.
And maybe I'll
please.
get some information for you.
If I could get some contacts as well, and maybe I could actually talk to her, like she knows people.
Mm.
'Cause, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford to buy my own horse just quite yet. I'm probably gonna have to ride other people's horses, which really sucks.
Well, you can totally do that. You can start at that Grassmere place.
Grassmere?
I don't know, Lasmere or Grassmere or something. It's
Oh.
a really nice stable, open 24/7. The
Oh,
cutest
yeah.
horses, and there's an entire section where you can become a groom.
I mean, I could become a stable hand unless I get a job as an exercise rider, but then Skippy will have to look after my dog, and I'll have to try to find a place close to work. Because sometimes
You will have to be a stay-at-home dad.
sometimes these yards don't let you live on the property, so you have to like find a place to live nearby.
I'm
And
sure you
actually
can find a
just-
little cottage nearby.
I'll try.
There's tons of them around Scotland, and as soon as I get my car, it'll be easier to go find them. But there's little towns all over Scotland.
Shmords, your friends live in the UK, families stay away from London, it's just too much, they don't feel safe. Yeah, that's the feeling I got when I was in London. But I mean,
Really?
I went to Whitechapel when I was...
Dude, I slept in Whitechapel. I was in a hostel in Whitechapel. I don't know how. I went partying till 4 o'clock in the morning in Whitechapel. I don't know if it was that bad.
Really? Maybe it was just...
Yeah.
Maybe it was the PTSD first. Second,
It was.
It was
'Cause you know what it
Ripper
took?
Museum.
Well, when I first went, it was a great museum. I went there first when I arrived. I slept right next door to it.
Wow.
But
That's
when I
perfect.
first got to London, remember when I called you and Skippy and I'd got off the train for the first time? You're about to be hit by a truck.
I noticed. And it just literally pushed me out of the road.
That's funny. So, when I first went to London and I phoned you and Skippy,
It's
I was
coming towards
petrified.
us. We better move. It's coming.
Where is it?
Behind us.
What's coming?
The tractor.
Oh, oh, it's behind us?
It's gonna run us over.
Well, okay, so when I first went to London, I was actually really scared. And then it took me about maybe 6 months. And then I went to London again on my own. And then I was fine.
This tractor is right behind. Watch out.
It's definitely PTSD.
Yeah, I definitely think it is. Because, I mean, out of every country we've ever gone to, South Africa has got to be the most dangerous country. And Lana told me that her parents wanted to go to Africa for a holiday sometime this year. And I was a little bit excited because I would be able to see my OG follower. But then she's like, yeah, her parents changed their mind.
Why?
Because they're scared of COVID. So I was like,
Oh.
that's a
Well,
bit of a
do they
lame
realize
excuse.
that COVID is more handled in South Africa than it is anywhere else in the world?
Yeah, I was about to tell her that, but I don't think her parents would believe me. Because to be honest, like, why would her parents believe me? They've never met me, they've never spoken to me, they still think that I'm some weirdo on the internet playing with their daughter.
You are some weirdo on the internet, but you're also my sister. They
Yes,
love you.
I'm a very odd child.
Welcome to the world.
Pretty sure we'll be on in 15 minutes, so you are welcome to come and join us when we get on. Oh my god, I feel like my voice is slowly disappearing.
Shivity.
So,
Well,
have you set this place up?
set what place up?
Baroness's racetrack. I assume you have, because you're walking right next to me.
I was literally, I have no idea what you're talking about. Is there supposed to be something set up here?
Well, don't you see a big racetrack and lots of stables?
I do, but I didn't set it up.
Oh, do you have a
just
quest?
here.
Do you have a quest here?
What's it supposed to look like? There's a guy here standing with the blue thing above his head.
I think blue thing.
Welcome, Aurora. You are water my here to wallow my misery. Onto the track you go. Don't injure yourself. What?
Do you not have
Daddy.
any other quests? Because you're supposed to have this quest with this guy, Sir Tarek Bard.
Yeah, that's him, and he's like miserable, and he wants me to just go onto the racetrack.
No, for me, he had like a yellow exclamation mark above his head.
Well, what did it say when you clicked on it?
You still want to run that hideous old race again? Alas, here it is. Can't tell you how many riders pestered me and insisted I offered this race with the old equipment. Go ahead, the track is yours. I can't bear to watch.
Yeah, I got one of those. Here to wallow in my misery. Go ahead, go on the track. That's all I got.
Open your quest log. So
Yes.
And see if you
Available.
have any missions in the
The horse of
Baroness's
Jorvik. The horses of Jorvik focus races.
I don't think it's that one. I'm pretty sure it has locations of the Baroness's racetrack.
I mean, I have to go through every single one of these things and I'll be able to find it, but it's gonna take me a while.
Yeah, let me quickly do this race.
I'm gonna do this race too.
The old... This is the old race with like old equipment.
Is that what this is? An old race?
Well, this new
It's
edition...
supposed to be different.
Well, the race that you're probably doing has all of there's no jumps, but this one has jumps.
I don't know, this one I'm jumping.
You are?
I am doing jumps. I'm jumping over like cones and stuff.
Cones?
And like, there's wooden boxes and there's like a couple of like rusty barricades.
Yeah, well maybe... I don't know.
Oh, a barbecue. Oh, I ran into the jump. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Stop it.
I guess you're a collector of the Sleesh horses? How many horses do you have that are Sleesh? Sleesh.
Oh, let's see. Oh, who's asking?
Well, I'm just asking because this one viewer.
Oh, you asking?
She speaks French and a bit of English. I wish I spoke mostly French. Like I could actually talk to you in French. I speak. Je parle français un peu. I think that means.
Isn't it Je m'appelle?
No.
Je m'appelle Rochelle.
My name is Rochelle, but je m'appelle Melissa. But I'm trying to say I speak a bit of French. So this is how we were taught in French school. Je parle français un peu, something. I think.
Un peu.
I really need to brush up on my French, and I actually need to start doing it because French is way easier than Greek.
Do you know that since I've moved to England, the UK, I have met a Filipino, 2 Mexicans, a Spanish, a Portuguese lady, French lady,
but
2 Canadians.
There'll be a lot of foreigners in Scotland.
Couple of Swedish people, Egyptian.
Egyptian.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah, my boss is Egyptian.
What?
Well, she's she's from Sweden. She has Egyptology degree, so she moved to Egypt to do Egyptology. Started a bunch of schools in Egypt, met her husband, and moved to Scotland.
Wow.
Yeah. So her husband is Egyptian. She's Swedish. And Scottish.
Goodness.
That grew up in Sweden.
I want to do the daily trainings. I'm going to do the Baroness's racetrack. Which is just normal one. Slish, you like my horse? My horse is a very pretty paint. I love my paint. I've got chocolate chip, and then I've got literally a piebald paint that I actually named him Pie. Like, you know, Pie is in from National Velvet, the classical book.
Oh.
Lova Wylan, which server are you on? So I'm on the Spring Star server. And I do apologize, guys, for all the newbies. My voice is going, I'm still sick with the after effects of tonsillitis. I normally
You know
do
what? You
have
can't
my
even
camera
tell.
on. Oh,
We
can't
can't
tell
even
at
tell.
all. Oh, definitely not.
I love how you're being all sarcastic about it, but truthfully, most nobody can tell.
Really?
You really can't hear it if your voice is any different.
Oh my god, because I'm struggling, dude.
Sounds the same as it always does. Probably just feels salty.
It already does, but I know I have like lots of clogged sinuses and like my voice is just a struggle. And it tickles.
You should have seen how bad it was when I got. What did I get? Laryngitis twice,
Oof.
and I lost my voice, and yet I had to sing nursery rhymes to children.
Oh, that is horrible. I'm so sorry. That absolute torture.
It was. It was.
Lamond, your favorite horse is Embermain or Pasifino? Oh yes, the Pasifino. Maybe I should have actually got my Pasifino out for this one. Ah, it's fine. I need to train Chocolate Chip. Chocolate Chip is like level 6. I wanna get Chocolate Chip to like level 10. Whoops. Lamond, sorry if I make mistakes. I'm French. That's okay. I've had a couple of my viewers with limited English, and because they were on my streams all the time, like every week, and they spoke to me a lot in English, their English actually ended up improving. Like, one of my followers, Chloe Diamond, she is Dutch, and she struggled with English. She could barely speak English, and then she started coming onto my streams. Like back when I was unemployed, I was streaming like 3 times a week, and then she would come onto every stream, and then she'd just like talk to us. And slowly over time, her English actually started to improve.
I'm just gonna go get something quick. I'll be back right now, okay?
Okay.
Will not be long.
The one who must not be named. Who's this one? Yes, there he goes, wondering about my racetrack and speaking to the Baroness as if they're old friends. See, he was almost knighted too. But no one is greater than the one, the only Sir Tarek Maud. Our ceremony went without hiccups, but Marks got cancelled. Something about a PR thing with the castle. Oh yeah, that being locked up in the castle, right? Our rivalry goes way back, you see. We met at the Grand Gilvic City stables many moons ago. We were almost friends until it all went wrong that one fateful eve. Our descendants will long tell the story of how almost Sir Mark, an actual Sir Tarek Maud, faced off in a game of horseshoe throwing in Odine's Plaza. We got kicked out after I did a spectacular throw, earning me a grand 75 points when the shoe landed on the arm of the statue of Adine. They say you could still see the chip on her shoulder to this day. Ouch. That's probably enough to get you booted from there. Regardless, I can't have Mark here. He's probably trying to convince the honored Baroness to let him do some eventing mumbo-jumbo here at my racetrack. This won't do. No one can upstage the great Sir Tarek Maud. Oh my god, there are so many pompous horse riders like this out there. Gosh. I'll show him, just you wait. Okay, what are you up to? Now, there are much better things to talk about than lowly, unknighted racetrack louse. Yes, I'm talking about a new race to this wonderful track, of course. Ooh, this is where we get to build things. If we can expand our repertoire of training sessions here, Mark won't have a chance to win his way in. Yes, You're here, so I'm going to assume you want to help. I'm currently training the most prestigious up-and-coming riders of Jorvik, and we'd better be ready when one of them turns up later today. The only issue is we don't have a race for her to practice on. Please don't suggest that ADing for second race you just tried out. Please something that lives up to the prestigious standards of the regal Silverglade racetrack. I have an idea in mind, a race that would be equal parts class and thrill, while upholding the equestrian traditions of the Silverglade family grounds. I'm talking about a steeplechase, of course. See that twinkle in your eyes, Melissa. You don't even have to ask. Consider yourself a part of this great feat. Are you ready to change the course of Silverglade history? Yes. Yes, I am. First, we need hedges. Head to Bjorn and Agnetha and see if they have any. It's a big ask, but Agnetha and I go way back, so I'm sure she has a hedge of 12 to spare. Oh yeah, a hedge of 12 to spare. Oh my god. Okay. I just want to see something. Oh yes, there we go. I thought as much. What is this? Ooh. Jumps. This is cool. If only she was a little lower. Oh my god. The American page just jumps way too high. Wow. These jumps are really cool. So there is these show jumps. Let's jump the water from the other direction. This is supposed to be like a skinny. Oh, there's a triple. This is quite exciting. I've actually always wanted to have like paddock top set up here. Oops, I must have landed in the water there. Oh, taking photos, I see. Of course you are, but every single time I try to take a photo with the paint, I always end up like way up in the air. Ooh, there's a colorful jump. Gotta jump the colorful one. And it's an oxer, which is even better. I love these type of oxers. Whee! Okay, let's see what else they have. What's B? Whoa. Okay, this is cool. They have like hedges and water obstacles. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. So they have stuff here that you can train horses with. Ah, so cool! I love this, guys. This is officially my new favorite place to take photos. Watch this. Okay, wait. I'm gonna get a really decent. Whew. Whoops. Okay, I need to get a nice photo of us jumping this hedge. Like, it is so cool. So I expect to see Tales of Jorvik here all the time, taking photos of this. Okay.
Hi.
Hello! So you managed to join us for a little bit. How are you feeling?
Not good, but
Not good? Oh dear, what's wrong? You also sick.
flu.
Flu! Why are we
Yeah.
all sick? Why are we all sick? What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
But I mean, like, Shell is permanently sick all the time, so she's fine. But I didn't think you'd get sick. It's supposed to be summer in Norway.
Well, yeah, you get sick anyway.
Yeah, I've been suffering. Like, I got in such trouble today at work because I lost my voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not good.
So my boss was really pissed off that I lost my voice. Like, I have some control over that. But anyway.
Oh my god.
So that was fun. And I don't know where Shell is, but she's not sick though. I think she's the only one who feels better than both of us. Oh, I keep landing in the water. Have you been to the Baroness's racetrack?
I haven't been on the game since we last played together.
Oh my god, that was ages ago.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So,
Oh,
no.
It is really, really cool. And they have like paddock props set up and everything.
I can see that. I see that on your stream.
It's so cool.
I've been watching.
And then there's like a dressage arena now. Okay, obviously I can't enter from that way, but like now there's actually a dressage arena. It's very
Really?
small. It is
Oh,
tiny.
I see. I see it. It's very tiny.
Is this a 10 meter or a... Is this supposed to be
I
10
don't-
meter or 10 meter?
I don't think it's 10. There's no way.
Where is my salute? I need to salute. Where is it? Oh, bow, there we go. There's my salute. Proceed in a trust.
It's so tiny.
It's really
What the heck?
narrow, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, my voice is dying.
Are you also? So do you also have tonsillitis or laryngitis?
Yeah. Last one.
Oh, I had laryngitis a couple months ago. I don't know why I keep getting sick.
No.
So how's everything going? What's been happening? I haven't spoken to you in like ages. Because I'm getting sick all the time.
It's going good. And the barn is almost done.
The barn's almost done. I thought they had like a year and a half that you have to wait.
Yeah. But they managed to get the
Materials they needed.
yeah.
Well, that's really good. So does that mean you'll be able to bring a Silky
Earlier,
out soon?
yeah.
Yay!
Oh, I'm so happy.
But wait, I could have sworn you had another horse now. I don't know why.
No, I only have her.
I swear I'm starting to like hallucinate. I think it's the cough syrup. It's definitely all the cough syrup I've been drinking. Like, I'm not even joking. I've been having a lot of cough syrup. Like, that's...
Wow, miss, that's not good.
I don't know how else.
No, because I only had Ali and Aran for watch. I'm only watching over them.
Oh, okay. And, Aaron's doing a lot better. He's not colicking or anything.
He is in the safe zone. He's better.
That's
So
really
yeah.
weird. What was the reason for his colic?
They might think there was like people feeding him
Oh.
food that was not supposed to be given him.
God, I hate it when people who don't own the horse actually feed the horse stuff.
Yeah.
That's also like my biggest stress that I have. People just like feed your horse just like random stuff like sugar.
Yeah.
In your opinion, is it okay to feed a horse licorice?
No.
Licorice? Why would you feed a horse licorice?
Yeah, I thought so. 'Cause, I mean, really? So there's this one girl.
You're not supposed to.
There was this girl on Twitter. Yeah, it was on Twitter. She was feeding treats to her horse for its birthday, and I thought, okay, that's pretty cute, you know, feeding treats to the horse on the birthday. If only the treats weren't those Twizzlers, those red licorice. And
Oh yeah, I've seen that video.
and then there was also those marshmallows, you know, those like mice marshmallows.
Yeah.
yeah, she was feeding those marshmallows in the shape of rats to the horse as well, and then she was also feeding it gummy bears. And
She trying
Yeah.
to see if the horse would die.
well, that's what I thought. Horses would colic if they're not like their stomach wouldn't know how to digest all that sugar. And then I said to her, I
Not
was like, are you not worried about your horse colicking? Because I don't think I'd ever do that to my horse. What about its teeth? Um, and she said that all of her vets told her that it would be fine to feed the horses those type of treats, like once in a while. Not all the time, but like once in a while. But she feeds it all the time because she says that it's got like ingredients that are I think it's like vitamin E or something, and stuff to help the growth of the hoof because it's gelatin, and the gelatin has some form of ingredients in there that helps the growth of the horse's feet, even though they're eating
Yeah.
horses' hooves.
Do you know what gelatin is made of?
That's
It's
true.
made of horse's feet
But apparently, it's good for them to
and
eat
pig
that.
feet.
But if they eat that,
Well, yeah,
it's
because you're
good for
giving
them.
them hooves.
Yeah. But I didn't
So-
know this, so I was kind of coming, like, I was like, I don't know if I'd ever give my horses that. That just looks dodge.
Plus, it turns them into a bit of a like a cannibal, isn't it?
No. Well, no, not entirely. But then I was also
you're-
worried about the Twizzlers. But apparently, if you feed them red licorice, not the black ones, the black one is toxic. The red
Yeah,
one
the black
isn't.
ones are toxic.
So if you feed the red ones, then that's fine. It has some form of ingredients in there that helps the horse, like keratin or something. But yeah, I thought this girl was trying to kill her horse, but meanwhile, I didn't realize that feeding them all this stuff, well, according to what she says, it's like helping hoof growth. But why not then buy a supplement? Like,
Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, like the amounts of stuff inside of those sweets, surely the horse would have to eat like an entire packet in order for it to actually be the amount of the supplement, like one spoonful of the supplement. So I was kind of like, but I don't know. Each to his own. But
Yeah, but if she said that her dog vet says that it's okay once in a while, I can
Yeah.
see that. Like, yeah, okay, a few times here and there, that's okay.
but every day is another story.
Every day, and if that's not, that's human food.
Yeah, horses would
That's
be
like
able to
giving your
process.
dog chocolate every day. It's the same thing.
God, I had such a huge argument with my dad's friend. She usually gives chocolate to her dogs, and the one day
God.
she wanted to give chocolate to my dogs, and I was like, "Are you insane? You cannot give my animals chocolate." And they're like, "Oh no, it's totally fine. It won't kill them." I'm like, "It's dark chocolate that you
It's
try."
like
Well,
any kind of chocolates. Even
the
white
funny-
chocolate can kill your dog.
Funny thing is,
It's poison.
if they build tolerance to it over time, anybody can overcome poison. So it's like Bam Bam, our little dog from when we were kids, ate chocolate every single day, and cheese and grapes. Those were his favorite meals, and he lived for a very long time until he was about 16.
Yeah, and then he got epilepsy and died.
Yeah, but that
Oh.
was different. That was because of his breeding. That was because of his breeding.
Okay.
He had
Okay.
he was like, it was the toy pum in him. It was the toy pum breeding. And it was the fact that they mixed the two. That's what I was told. It's like, it was something to do with like how they bred him and stuff. So it's not, so it wasn't that. But then also, so when Nick was living with us, Soji went and ate my gigantic Easter egg.
Oh yes.
And I told Nick, and Nick was like, "Yeah, but he eats his mom's dogs eat chocolate all the time. She'll be fine." Then Soji started throwing up and wouldn't stop, and I had to take him to the vet. And after that, Nick was like, "No chocolate to any dog ever again." So I think he at least learned.
Well, the weird thing is, remember Snoopy? Dad had this Dachshund cross pig. I don't know what else he was, but He looked like
Be
a
nice
pot-bellied
about
pig.
Snoopy.
He was
His tummy was
adorable.
so big it used to drag on the floor.
His tummy and his little dingaling
His little
used to
wiener.
drag on the floor.
He didn't even have to lift his leg. He would just walk and he would pee.
He was cute, but he was so fat like a pot-bellied pig. There's no other explanation of saying what else he was
Oh,
very
dad's
wet.
dogs.
Oh god.
Dad's dogs end up so fat, which is why I'm like, sorry, Dad, you're not looking after my pets. Nope, my dogs
Yeah,
are healthy. Snoopy ate
same.
a whole big Easter egg, like the one like I
Oh
think
no.
Shell left her Easter egg on the table, and then we all went to bed
Oh, yeah.
thinking it would be fine, like no dog would get it because we're all fast asleep. Next minute, gone, nowhere to be found.
Mm.
And there Snoopy was looking very guilty, very shy, very sorry for himself, and he was fine.
Like
loved
those the big ones.
They were huge. It was those
Oh
big,
god.
massive hollow Easter egg one.
Oh no.
And he was fine. He was like just so chilled. So I'm thinking that dog had stomach of a tank.
It surprised me of how well dogs can actually handle chocolate sometimes.
Not Narnia. Narnia
Right.
was quite sick. She once ate like my chocolate Easter egg out my bag. How she managed to sniff it out from my bag and get into my bag, I don't know. But she ate my Easter egg and then she was sick. And then I had to
Oh,
rush
God.
her to the vet and I had to pump out her stomach. She never did that again.
Do you remember the
Learn her
time?
lesson.
Do you remember the time that you left your chocolate zipped up in a pencil case on the table
Oh my
in a bag?
god. My exam
And
chocolate.
I came outside and it was sitting in the garden, and Leo, Sonji, and Narnia were there, and we couldn't figure out which one ate it. We know that Leo got it out, obviously, on the table, and it was unzipped in a very professional way, so it's clearly Leonidas.
Well, he broke
But
my zip. And my
he did.
calculator was teetering on the edge of the pool. And I had my board exam for accounting the very next day. And I was
Who
like,
told you
about to kill
to
that
tuck it
cat.
with that? Leonidas has chomped his way through a tuna can. No
Yes.
pencil case was going to stop him from getting to
Jeez,
food.
that was the worst ever. I had like the only form of lunch I had for that day because I didn't have like I was waiting for payday, so I only had a tuna can and crackers, and that was it. And when I got to work, I had it all packed in my bag and everything like that, and it was the ones that you peel open kind of tuna can. So I didn't eat it like a, something like a can opener. And then when it came for lunchtime, everyone was like, as they passed my desk, they were all complaining about a smell. And I was sick at the time, so I couldn't smell it, obviously. And then I went to...
COVID.
No, this is before COVID. This is like back
I
in
know, I'm kidding,
2020.
like early COVID.
Early COVID. And I reached down into my bag, like, because it was lunchtime and I was starving. And I reached down and then I pulled my crackers out and the box was empty. And I was like, that's strange. I'm pretty sure I packed the crackers in there, but it was gone. Like, the crackers were gone. It was just an empty box. And I was like, this is unfortunate. Well, at least I still have my tuna. And then I felt everything squishy at the bottom and wet. And then I picked up this can and it had puncture holes all over it. Like, literally, like, how do you puncture a tuna can with a tooth? Like, they weren't... And his teeth were still intact in his mouth. I asked Shell to check, and he still had all of his teeth.
Oh no, Leonidas was like magic. The first time I got him when he was still a kitten, I was at work, I came home. Okay, he was a bit more than a kitten. He was probably about 6 months old by then. 7 months old. He was a bit bigger then. He didn't have to be locked up in the bathroom any longer, let's put it that way. He could fend for himself with Sonji. And I came in, and he had opened my fridge, and he had given half the food to Sonji, and the other half, well, the only thing he left for himself was a can of tuna, which he had chomped through to get to the tuna on the inside. And that was when he was still a kitten, and he had just gotten his 2 front teeth, which I thought we were gonna have to do an operation anyway, because his 2 front teeth, his little fangs, grew out on top of his milk teeth fangs. So he had 4 sets of fangs at that stage.
Oh, what a little demon.
And he really was. He's still got, like, if you look at his fangs, he's got, like, these line grooves all the way down his fangs. That was from his baby teeth,
Ah, I was
because
wondering
they
what
grew
those
up
were.
next to his baby teeth.
I kind of
They all
assumed
grew
it
up
was
together.
from the tuna can destruction story.
Nope, that was his little fangs, his baby fangs.
Well, thanks to him, I starved the entire day. I only got home at, I think it was like 12, it was at midnight. I managed to get home, so I was starving. And there were power outages as well, so there was no electricity for me to make dinner. I had
Oh,
a
God.
good day.
Oh yeah, sounds like a great day.
That was the day I was in a bad mood, and usually when I'm in a bad mood, with everyone knows to stay out of my way. But
Oh no,
Shell-
we fight.
Shell unfortunately was in the way, so we ended up fighting.
Oh
if
god.
Melissa's in a bad mood, I'll usually be in a bad mood and then we beat each other off.
Yeah.
And then we don't stop. We just don't stop. I don't fight with anybody else the way I fight with Melissa.
It gets really, really bad.
It gets so bad, and
It was-
I'm not afraid of, like, starting fights with Melissa. Everybody else, I'll be calm with. Not Melissa.
I think we like to push each other's buttons because we find it entertaining. But the best was,
You might find it entertaining. I find it infuriating.
do you
I
remember
cannot sleep until we sort it out.
the first time, the first time I brought Skippy to the house, I think it was,
When we had a fight over the steak. That was
Yes.
my steak. You had steak in there too, but it was my steak.
yeah, and then we had a huge fight and he's just sitting on the couch just like,
He wasn't sitting on the couch, he was standing there awkwardly looking all sheepish. And I marched up to him and I went, "You don't have to be all what's it? What did I say to him? I yelled at him as well as I was
I
walking
don't
past. Don't have to look at me like that. As I walked past.
so funny.
Oh god.
And then he's like, right,
I told him he
okay.
doesn't have to look at me like that.
And well, he didn't freak, like, you know. I mean, obviously we're married right now, so it didn't phase him. But he says that we behave just like his older sisters because they used to fight like that too. So I'm like, okay, well, you used to it. And I
It's
stopped
definitely
him.
a sibling fight.
Yeah, that was funny. We used to fight about anything and everything. That's why every single time we used to have fights, and then if Dad was around, it was like World War III.
Oh god.
Hit us. No, he used to try to get us both. And he never could. We
Yeah.
were really good.
So his words, Shell, is that we must not live together, please God. I do not want to get phone calls of all the fights that you guys are going to be having.
No, it's probably not a good idea.
No.
Not at all. But live close enough that we can actually see each other once a week, maybe.
Yes, and look after me when I'm sick because Skippy is not very good when I'm sick.
That's a no.
You know what? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. This is England.
Sally's changed her name from Star Stable to Hope's #1 fan.
Aww.
She likes your profile picture on Instagram. Or or
Oh.
the picture you posted on Instagram.
That's so cute.
Wait, I haven't posted a picture on Instagram.
Awkward. Who's she
Wait,
following?
what? The only wait, what? Sally, what photo?
Yeah, please explain.
Yes, Sally, what?
What? What photo? Wait,
Hope,
what?
are you sure you don't have any Instagrams?
She has one for Stella Crazying, I think.
Yeah, I have that, and then my main account
And then
on.
Hope the Gamer.
Yeah.
Although I can't
Maybe
remember
it's-
I saw that
Wait.
on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. I can't remember anymore.
Probably it's that one.
What? What? But she said on Insta. That's Instagram.
Maybe it's a picture that you
Maybe she's
posted
getting it
ages
wrong.
ago.
Maybe she thinks it's instant. It's not. Something else.
I have. Sally, please explain.
Yes, we're all curious now.
Yeah, I'm generally curious about what.
Shiv, I feel so sorry for poor Abby. How does she always have these 4:30 a.m. starts? Working as a
What?
high school teacher. Or not junior school teacher, sorry.
4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Is she a junior? What? Is she a junior school teacher now?
Yeah. She's now a geography and history teacher.
For junior school?
Yeah.
How old?
I think she said it was grade 5 and grade 6.
How? I thought she didn't want to ever teach anybody that wasn't a teenager in high school.
Well, it's geography and history. It's something that she's always wanted to teach, not English. And
Mm-hmm.
she got into Wits for her honors in, I think it's English. And then she said she still couldn't
She
get a
doesn't want to
job.
teach English, but
So,
she's going.
well, it was the only thing that she could get into because she wanted to do something with like history and geography for like teaching, but she couldn't get into that degree. But she got into honors for English, so she can actually specialize in it. And she didn't do. She tried the whole. What's it called? The thing that you do.
Oh, the TEFL thing.
Yeah, she tried TEFL and she didn't finish it in time, so she gave up on it. Just a lot of money to give up on.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, she got this job while she was getting prepared to start studying, and now she was like, well, shit, how am I gonna study and work simultaneously? So I think she either starts early, finishes like in the middle of the day, and then goes to university, or starts university, then goes to school. I don't know how it works. I haven't spoken to her in ages because every single time I want to, she's always falls asleep. Like she was
Well,
supposed to be
I
on
have.
history, but she's like, I'm sorry, I try to stay up. I can't. I'm going to bed. She goes to bed at like 8 p.m.
Good
Oh
grief.
god.
So that's what happens with teachers. We're all pretty much exhausted, but I don't know. See, I have to get up at like 6:45 every day to be able to catch the bus by 7:30 to make it to work by 8:30. And like this morning, I just kept hitting snooze for some reason, and I eventually got up at like quarter past 7. Got dressed, only caught the bus at like 8, and was late by 15 minutes. But I rock up at work. In the past, in the other school that I was at, if I had rocked up 15 minutes late, I probably would have gotten a 10-minute lecture.
Oh my god.
This one, I rock up 15 minutes late, apologize, and my boss is like, stuff happens. Hopefully the rest of your day is good.
Wow,
That's
I wish I
it.
had a nice boss like that.
I was like, wow, that's okay. So I'm really liking this school. There are a couple of things that I'm questioning about it, but it's super chilled, and everybody is around my age or older, and everybody has a degree in something completely different, but we're also Montessori trained or teacher trained. Most of them are primary school teacher trained, and
That's
it's like,
good.
yeah, and it's really nice actually working with all these people. And
Yeah.
nobody tells me what to do. Nobody bosses me around. Nobody yells at me. I'm like treated like an adult. How unusual. I love it.
Do you think all companies are like that in the UK?
I don't know. I think this one was just unusual.
Unusual.
I think that it was because it trained so many children. So the only people who were actually ever training there were like 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds. They had a couple of 16-year-olds, and they were all training to be teachers. So it was more of a training school than anything else. Because of that, you had a bunch of 21-year-olds who had been there since they were 16 and thought they were I don't know, thought they were able to boss people around and treat people the way they want to because they've been there for a long time. And it wasn't, in my opinion, the greatest kind of environment for me. Coming from someone who ran her own class to being bossed around and not allowed to talk to parents because they're worried I might say something wrong. When I had my own class, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's true.
Well, hopefully
It's just
I find a place of work that actually has got very good.
you will. I mean, it's not like they're training little children. You just go for a place that has grown-ups
Yeah, and not people who
are training and learning how to teach.
well,
I think that's where it was wrong.
I guess I'm kind of
Not
in my
wrong,
first
but-
job to learn as a Scrum Master because it's my first ever job in that sort of role. So I'm kind of
Yeah, but you have a degree and you have experience in jobs and stuff.
true.
I think that's where the difference lies. Girls, this is their first job ever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My first ever job was working in a horse riding tack store. Like that was my first ever job. Not like,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, and most of the money that I
You're
earned
16.
just went back into the riding store. So the minute I got paid, the money went right back to the store again. So it's as if they weren't really losing money.
I mean, on the bright side, at least mom and dad weren't losing the money. You were buying your own stuff and making your own stuff.
Yeah, and I was
Making your
entering,
own money to buy your own things.
and entering my own horse show and things like that. Dad just paid for the trucking.
Exactly.
Mm.
It's good
Although-
practice for real life.
No, yeah, except I think the Royal Windsor show is about probably close to £1,000 to enter. I'm assuming because it's the Royal Windsor Horse Show.
It's the royal one, yeah, so it's gonna be a bit more. Speaking
Yeah.
of royals and Royal Windsor, I interestingly enough heard today that the little princes and princess they go to school, Montessori schools.
Oh, that's interesting.
I did not know that.
Well,
That they go
No.
to little Montessori schools
I suppose
somewhere in London
Prince-
or wherever they live.
Prince William and Kate kind of want a very normal childhood for their kids. Very
Well,
homey.
the good thing about Montessori is it teaches them independence, and
Yeah.
a lot of things about children is that a lot of them get frustrated because they don't have a lot of options, and a lot of them have their choices taken away. So in lack of independence, and when you have too much of lack of independence and too much relying on your parents to do things for you, you don't really grow in certain ways, like emotionally. Everything becomes a bit harder for you, even as an adult, making choices, trying to figure things out. It just becomes a lot harder. You don't get given any independence because you don't have any trust in yourself. You don't believe you'll do the right decision on anything because nobody's ever given you an opportunity. Because they usually take over the decision making for you. But Montessori doesn't allow that.
Kind of wish we went to Montessori then.
You did, miss. Don't even say that.
I did. Oh wait, wasn't that with? Oh,
Hannah
that
and
was-
Law.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Law
I
and
didn't
Jenny
stay
were
there
in
for
Montessori
very long.
school.
I didn't stay there for very long, and the whole time I was there, Yanni was being horrible to me, and he was bullying me. And then it was so Yanni's been our family friend for like eons, right? But the funny thing is, he is such a dork these days, and he's so like, he's nice to let me bully him back. So he bullied me all the time when I was a kid. He made my life absolutely miserable in that preschool. And then when we saw each other again years later, I ended up bullying him as payback, and he just took it.
No,
It was great.
you know what? I don't even think there were any years between them. Mom became best friends with Law and Jenny while you were still in the nursery school. It's just they closed the nursery school when you got to the age of a certain age. I think it was like 4 or something. They closed school.
Didn't
And,
Jenny go to Athens? She immigrated. That's why they closed it, right?
No, they closed it long before Jenny immigrated. Jenny only immigrated when I was like 15 or something, 16. Jenny was around for a long, long time. She only immigrated a year before Mom and Law's friendship sort of broke up. Well, I must have been about 17 or 16 or 17 then when Jenny immigrated.
Well, the one little character in this game, her name is Poppy, and her pony's name is Popcorn.
Aww, Poppy and Popcorn. There are so many puppies here, miss. I
That's
mean,
cute.
in England, puppies are everywhere. I mean, even our aunt named their dog Poppy.
A dog named Puppy.
Yeah, little pug.
Oh, that's cute.
His
Poppy.
name's Poppy. That's, yeah, the little pug is named Poppy.
You know,
And
I was
she's so
actually,
cute.
I was thinking if I ever had a daughter one day, I would name her Poppy, and like Skippy was totally okay with that. But now I'm kind of like, should I? Maybe we
What
should
was
have
the
a nickname.
name that I said I wanted to name my child? Do you remember what it was?
I can't
Evelyn.
remember.
Wasn't it Evelyn?
I think I don't know. I
I
That's a
have
told-
cute
no
name.
idea. But it is a nice name. It sounds very British actually.
Yeah.
It does, right? I think it was from Owen Evelyn. Oh, something Evelyn Owen. Doreen Evelyn Owen Smith? Or Doris Evelyn Owen Smith. Which was our great grandmother.
Our Greek grandmother.
Great grandmother.
Great. Oh, great grandmother.
Greek.
I was about to say, I was like, Greek. Owen Smith.
But there was a name. There was a name I really wanted to name my daughter, and I was like so excited that I finally figured out my daughter's name. And I don't remember what it was.
I'm sure it'll
Oh,
come
good.
to you.
I'm gonna have to go through every single voice note I ever sent you with.
Oh god. That's a lot of voice
That's-
notes.
That's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take forever. No. It's gonna be funny.
She said that she found it on my personal.
Your personal Insta, it's a picture of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that real? Is she right?
Yeah, I did post it a few hours ago.
Ah, well, there you go.
Oh my god. Wait, how? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna question it anymore.
on
How did she find you?
Find your personal Insta?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go there.
No.
Yeah. I'm a little curious. She probably
Yeah,
looked for you.
but
Ah,
no wonder why she knows how many followers I do have as well.
yeah, it's a lot of followers, I'm not gonna lie.
How many
Yeah.
followers do you have?
5,874.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
See, this is why I was saying South Africa sucks, because like the algorithm just skips over us.
Well, you know what? Since I moved to England, I have. Do you know who keeps trying to follow me? I got a private account, so it's really hard to. You have to request to follow me on my
yeah.
Insta. But I keep getting requests from the Illuminati and the Freemasons and the.
Oh my god. Actually, that was the weirdest thing that happened. So, Harriet's friend, I forgot her name is Annabelle, her little sister's phone got stolen, and then her Instagram obviously got used because she never logged out of her Instagram. So, they used
Oh.
her Instagram and they changed it to the Illuminati.
Well, that's probably just a joke.
I don't
Although,
know, because they're recruiting people into the Illuminati, and they're actually actively recruiting. They keep sending me messages to actively recruit me into this cult, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Because I keep getting messages on Insta saying, "Please, you need to help me. Just like follow this link. My life depends
Yeah.
on it." And I SMS'd Annabelle. I'm like, "What the hell is happening?" You know, like obviously I'm not gonna touch that link, but seriously. So,
yeah, don't touch that link.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
touching. Well, I remember the only one time I ever went in with the Illuminati was when I was studying branding, and I had this. We all went together. It was when Carl was living with us, and me
Yeah.
and a bunch of other friends from university, we all went to the park, and on the way there, well, I think we went to the waterfront, it wasn't called the waterfront, it was the place we had Halloween a couple of times. I can't remember what it's called, miss. But we had Halloween there. But on the way there was a sign that said Illuminati, and they had a phone number underneath. So the one guy I was with, Michael, who I was driving at the time, took the number down on my phone, and we got to where we were sitting there, where we were sitting to have lunch and everything. The whole time during lunch, Michael and I took a turn to try phone the Illuminati to see if they would answer.
Did it work?
They never answered. No, one time it answered, didn't say anything, and hung up. And I think that's about as far as it got. But
What
now
did
that
you
they're
say?
following me,
What did you
we didn't say hello. This is what I said. Hello.
Is that it? And they
That's
just
it.
didn't answer back.
They didn't answer. They hung up after a while.
That's weird.
That was it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so Illuminati puts their phone number out in the middle of the street and doesn't want to answer it when we call.
That's weird.
Choice.
So weird. But plus it was in South Africa. Who does it in South Africa? But also, on a completely different note, there is a restaurant in Brighton called the Illuminati, and it's this beautiful restaurant close to the middle of close to this place called Churchill Square, which is the only mall in Brighton. And it's called the Illuminati, and it's this really pretty little bar / restaurant, and people all go there. And then every time I walk around Edinburgh, I walk past the Freemason store where they sell Freemason merchandise, like the rings and the outfits and the cufflinks and all kinds of manly stuff of the Freemasons, mugs and stuff as well. Well, I never went inside. There was a man. The first time I saw it, I just stood there staring at the door, and this man walked up to me and went hello, and I was like hi. And he's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. You? And he goes, great. And he walked past me, and then he walked to the door, and I was like, I think he was the shop owner or something. I was too scared to go in there because I know that Freemasons being very macho. Women weren't allowed.
Yeah, the Freemasons is very much of like a business networking thing, mostly.
It is.
I know the
Well,
Illuminati are dodge, but the Freemasons apparently they hold wealth of knowledge of business, and they actually, if you want to start a business, then being part of the Freemasons is a really good idea, apparently.
Are you gonna watch Doctor Strange?
Yes, don't ruin it.
Okay. I won't tell you then.
No,
Never mind.
better not.
You better watch it sometime soon, like really quickly.
Before you spoil it.
Before I spill it.
I'm not the one who has a subscription for watching movies like every single day as much as possible every month.
Well, you know what? I
Oh.
don't actually watch them every single day. It's called an unlimited. It's Odeon, and you can watch as many movies as you want in a month. But you know what? It's still expensive because popcorn and the drink costs like £9. But my friend who used to work by Odeon used to go there every single day, and she used to just sit and watch movies on her own every night, and then we would go together and watch movies. And for my birthday, she bought me a movie, which was really sweet considering I already had unlimited.
Yeah.
Because she insisted I buy unlimited with her, and we used to go to movies every single weekend together until I moved to Edinburgh. Now she goes on her own, and that makes me feel bad. So I go on my own, so that I don't feel so bad that she's on her own. It's very complicated.
It goes back and forth.
It goes back and forth. It's hard having international friends.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Right.
so true.
It's also very strange having, I think most of the friends I have are people who are travelers from all over,
Yeah.
which is quite exciting because you don't get to meet a lot of those kinds of people in South Africa. In South Africa, you meet South Africans.
Yeah.
It's mostly it. Unless you're in the business world. Or
Yeah,
games,
then you have to
sorry.
travel.
Exactly. Or if you were, I mean, I worked at Exclusive Books, and people used to come from all over the world to come and get books, but that was because the hotel was right above us,
Ah.
and it was just easier to buy books for when you travel back home. Way better that way. Horse. What happened to those? There used to be horses that were purple and blue and had like feathers on their butts. What happened to those ones?
Purple and blue.
Yeah, there was one that was purple and it had these cool like twirly decorations all over its body, and then there was one that was blue and they had like feathers and decorations on them, and their mane was a different color. And they used to
Weren't
be by
they?
the birthday, weren't they?
Yeah,
Did they put
maybe
somewhere
they
else?
was taken away.
Oh, I really wanted to get one. I didn't have enough money.
Oh, you mean peacock bird horses things?
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
Gone away, huh?
Huh. Yeah, I think so.
Darn. Oh, well.
But you're at Fort Pinta, or the summer festival used to be?
Yeah?
Yeah. They're supposed to be there, but they may be
But
gone.
then, but yeah, I went and checked it out last night after it took me 3 days to get back into Star Stable. And they're not there anymore.
Oh, maybe they was taken away today.
Maybe they could have been. So sad. I really liked them.
I like the blue one the most.
Right? I wanted the purple one because, I don't know, I just wanted one of them.
I like blue better, so blue.
Blue is a good color.
Yeah.
Blue is one of the best colors. Were you supposed to help you? No. I've forgotten how to get into the wildwoods.
I'm
Oh.
back.
Hi!
Welcome back.
Are you going into the wildwoods?
I can't remember how.
Through Dundle. And then behind Fort Pinta.
Oh.
I actually want to buy myself a Clydesdale today. I was told that they're in Mistfall.
Yeah.
Who's in Mistfall?
Clydesdales. They're on a discount, I think. Still, I hope.
Yeah. They are.
What are Clydesdales?
So are the fjords. I love them.
Clydesdales are like big draft horses. They're the ones that are like a chestnut bay with typically blaze and like black mane and tail, big fluffy feathers, like bays.
Oh. Okay, I'm coming. I want to get a bay.
In
I have an
Dundle.
obsession at the moment with bays.
Where's Dundle?
I think they're gonna get an update soon.
I need as many bays.
Yeah, they are on discount, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, wait, I'm looking for hedgehogs and I'm gonna come find one.
So,
Where did you say you're going?
Dundle.
Remind me, where's Dundle?
Dundle is past Starshine.
I have to go to Starshine Ranch.
I'm in Dundle.
What?
I just looked down as you said past Starshine Ranch. I was like, yeah, I think I was at Starshine Ranch a little while ago. And then I looked down and I was like, oh, I'm in Dundle. Yep.
So are these Clydesdales then Gen 2?
Are you in
Yeah.
Dundle right now?
Huh. Yeah, I'm checking out the Clydesdales.
You thought they were Gen 3?
They kind of look a little Gen 3-ish.
They do?
The
I thought
fjords
so.
and the Clydesdale are 2.
What? But they look so good.
I don't
Yeah.
see you. Oh, I do see you.
I don't know then. They're all such pretty Clydesdales, but I don't know which one I want.
Where's the one that is like my swoosh?
Well, this one.
The Haflinger are the ones gonna get an update next.
This one kind of
Oh,
reminds
you're
me of
quite
Costa.
good. Which one?
This big chestnut one. if Costa was
The red one.
draft.
Oh, hello, Costa. If you
'Cause
were a Costa. Oh, look at its eyes. Yeah, it looks
It's got
mostly like
3
Costa.
socks and a blaze, except it has a flaxen mane and tail, which Costa doesn't have. But I mean, the markings are all there.
The red one
I
is
like
the
this
most
one.
hated one.
What? Why?
I don't know, it's too red. Or that's what people said though. Yes.
But it's such a pretty
Aw.
one.
And it's because it's so hard to find an outfit that actually matches.
Black and blue. Mostly.
Oh. How much is this guy? You're only
That's quite
450
cool.
bucks.
Hmm.
Oh, it's got its roots in Scotland. I think I have to get this one.
Are you gonna get the chestnut?
I'm gonna get the Costa.
Okay, I'll get the different one then.
I like that one. The dapple grey one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was leaning towards it as well. I just don't know. Do I even have the dapple grey? I mean, this is I mean, I think I have
Bye,
things with
horse.
grays. Oh my
What
god,
should
why
I
is
call
decision
you?
so difficult?
What should I call you? Ancient one. Ancient?
Ah, which one do I
Cos-
get?
Costa reminds me of an ancient one. I really miss Costa.
The dapple grey. Schmords, you think the dapple grey too? Okay, I will get the dapple grey. Everyone says the dapple grey is nice. But
Dapple
what do
grey one.
what do I call the
Ancient
dapple
attack.
grey? Did you know Clydesdales? Oh yes, Clydesdales originally were 150 centimeters. Now they were bred to be over 180 centimeters.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's quite big.
Well, they're actually Dad's family friends. Remember I used to be stable with her? She owns 2 Clydesdales.
Really?
Yeah, her one mare that she had, that Clydesdale was actually quite bossy and was very dominant over a Blaze in the paddock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a Blaze, you know, like, even though she's very bossy to me and then she dominates me sometimes, and she's very, like, she can be very snappy like a crocodile, but she's so docile in a herd. Like, she's the lowest, almost the lowest on the pecking order. I was just so shocked.
Oh.
I thought she'd be, like, dominant above all the other horses.
No. She needs to dominate somebody, so you're the one.
Yeah, bad ground training, very bad training. I was 15. Okay.
Yes, but she loves you so much she has to dominate you.
Yeah, pretty much. We call her what Skippy calls her the snapping immortal eel, because he'll visit her and then as like he says, "I love Bliss," if she's in a bad mood, her whole entire neck stretches out across the stable door and chomps at you to try and bite you, and then recedes back slowly into the stable. So he's like, reminds me of an eel.
How
From those
lovely.
games! Like those games! I find
she calls herself a snapping crocodile.
Yeah, I was saying, about to say that.
She was like
snapping turtle. That's what it's called.
Snapping turtle.
She tried to snap. Remember when she tried to bite me once?
Oh yeah, I think your
and she
voice
got my
annoys
shirt.
her.
And she got my shirt.
I
was just
honestly,
like, oh, okay.
She was so nice to you when she was a baby, like when she was a young baby, and then I had that accident. And I think
that's when it changed.
Yeah, I don't know what happened while I was in hospital. I think the grooms did something. I think Dominique did something.
I think it was because Mom insisted that we were the ones to go tell her, and ever since then she's been angry at Mom and I.
I don't understand.
Mom's not around for her to be mad at.
I don't understand why.
Because I think it probably changed a lot between you two.
Shmord, snapping turtles terrify me. I like my fingers. I almost got bitten by a what do they call it? A terrapin. He was like lying in the middle of the road, and I tried to pick him up to move him, And I didn't realize the terrapin's
Terrapin.
necks are very long. Yeah, so it's a
Is there a
terrapin's.
turtle?
Terrapins have they
Is it a
like they
frog?
got a flat body like a turtle, and they like to live in muddy waters or like nearby waters. So they kind of like a tortoise, kind of like a turtle, and a terrapin
Like a
has
tortoise.
these long claws to help them wade through the very muddy bog to get out of the water or to catch fish in the water. So I tried to pick it up to take it out of the road because it was just lying there. It almost got driven over, and this thing's neck was so freaking long. It went like it extended out, and then it went all the way around where I was holding it and tried to snap my hand. And luckily, I was about to put it down when it snapped at me, and I accidentally freaked out and I dropped it because it gave me such a fright, and it just landed on the grass. But I was so close from dropping it on the ground on the tarmac, and I mean that's not enough to crack its shell, but it probably would hurt him. So but
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was so. Schmortz is like a Jack in the Box. It pretty much is. It was so terrifying. I am never going to be touching a terrapin with my hand. I will use a coat hanger if I have to, just to pick it up somehow and put it, But I'd have to make one of those little contraptions with I don't know, cushions on either side, or little cotton balls on either side of the hanger to pick it up gently and then put it on the ground, and then it won't snap my fingers. It will snap at the coat hanger but not my fingers. It's a perfect plan.
I mean, it might chase you around a little bit.
It's pretty slow,
The,
I think.
the rabbit and the hare. I mean, the hare and the turtle. Tortoise.
True. True.
Yeah, that is quite true. Although I'm
Although,
not as arrogant as the hare.
The hare did lose because it fell asleep, so,
Yeah. And the turtle was basically, yeah.
What do I call
we
this
basically
horse?
wanted it as slow pace, but
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race.
there you go. With focus.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of patience. A lot.
A lot of patience. I'm not sure I'm gonna ever win that race. I would take way too many naps.
I would fall asleep like the bunny.
So would I.
What if
So
I
she
call
funny
this
this.
horse Arctic Bear?
Do it.
Ooh, that's good.
I called it Ancient Attack.
Isn't that bad? You know how they always say be careful what you name a horse because that's the personality?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this is Star Stable. They're all gonna be happy. As long as I keep them well fed.
Well then,
speaking-
you haven't met my little friend Diablo. No. You do not want to meet Diablo.
Diablo sounds
Diablo.
amazing. There was a movie, not a movie, episode about a chihuahua just before we got Narnia, and there was this guy who named his chihuahua Diablo, and they had to hire that guy who comes and does animal whispering, dog whisperer. Can't remember his name. He's very famous, but he does
that
dog
guy.
whispering.
Yeah, he's quite famous. Sometimes he's right about dog trainings, other times he's really, really, really wrong.
Right? And I feel like his name starts with an S.
He is a Spanish
But yeah.
guy, isn't he? Spanish.
I don't know.
Maybe he's Portuguese.
I don't know what he is. But
Portuguese.
his name starts with an S.
Portuguese.
Or maybe it's
So-
Caesar. No, it's Caesar. It's not an S.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Caesar.
Caesar.
And yeah, they named their dog Diablo, and his
Caesar
first thing was
Milan.
maybe change the name.
Caesar Milan.
Caesar Milan. Yeah, the guy used to
Caesar
have a
Milan.
whole bunch of articles. This guy, but he's not that
Yeah.
good. Or maybe he is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. He gets some things wrong, but nobody can get anything right all the time.
Yeah, that's true. No one is an absolute dog whisperer or horse whisperer or
No,
Exactly.
everyone makes
There's
mistakes.
And if their ego gets
Exactly.
in the way, then they definitely know they'd be making mistakes.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
Like
Well,
there
there's this little
was
boy at school. He's really funny. His name is Leonidas, just like my Leonidas.
wow.
I've never met him, but apparently he's the naughtiest kid. And I'm like, it's the name, and they go, yeah, that's what happened. Name your son after a Spartan warrior or
A
leader.
crazy Spartan leader who
And I was
went a
like,
little
oh,
bit
you should meet
cuckoo.
my cat, Leonidas.
It's kind of. I have a friend from university. Her name is Sinji because she's South Korean. So I don't know what
Oh yeah,
Sin is, but or
Sun and
Ji.
Earth.
So no,
It's my
it's
Sun and Earth.
Sinji.
Oh, I don't know what that one is. I know what
Yeah.
mine one is.
So the first time I ever met Sinji, when she introduced herself to me, I was like, "Oh my gosh, my sister's dog is named Sunji, and your name is Sinji." And she's like, "Yes, hilarious." And ever since then, we were good friends. But she was
Did
terrified.
she ever meet Sonji?
Yes, she's terrified of animals though.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know
she's
why.
named after an animal, so that's not helpful.
Well, yeah, it's been her biggest peeve ever since.
Really? Oh,
She hates it when I say Sinji.
Like my son.
Gets very annoyed with me.
Oh my
I feel like
Sonji.
dyeing my hair one of these days. Like maybe to like an orangey red, but I don't think my face would do quite well with it.
You should dye your hair because you know what? When you get here, they do like a number of hair tests. They're not entirely sure on how to dye hair properly,
Oh,
so they
God.
do hair tests. See if the color suit will work first, like 3 or 4 times before they start dyeing.
See, now that makes me
why?
very worried. Apparently, the
I
British
don't
just
know.
aren't very good at hairdressing.
And I'm just here dyeing my own hair color at home.
Well, you know what? I did that. I used to live with this detective called Detective Abby, one of my friends, and the one day she wanted to red, and I came in and I was like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, hey, I can dye your hair. I'm a complete expert. I partially lived with Sylvia. She's a hairdresser. I've seen this hundreds of times. I'm an expert. I can do it for you. So Abby was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. So she told me to do her hair at one stage. And this was when I had my she was home the whole time because she had her days off at work. I was home the whole time because I had a stomach, which wasn't actually a stomach bug. I just didn't want to go to school that day. And
nice bunking.
Yeah.
I mean, back then it was so hard. Like the days were so hectic. It was 9-hour days. It was 10-hour days every single day. I just needed a break for like 5 minutes, and then said it was a stomach bug and wasn't allowed to come back for a week. But it turned out to be good because a massive storm hit, and it was one of the biggest storms in Britain last year.
Big.
I got to stay in bed for that. But so I did her hair, Abby, in the middle of the night. I sat there and did her hair, and it was amazing. I did a fabulous job, and her hair looked great, and it came out so nicely. And her friend had done it a few months before that, before Christmas, and it came out sort of streaky. So she was really worried it was going to come out when I did it, but nope, it came out perfect.
Guys, do you think I should get a monocle and have that as my accessory for my character going forward?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, cool. Monocle.
Wait, doesn't those cost like 40 star coins or 50?
Yep, they do.
Oh god.
So did you buy your 40
Yes, I did.
coin monocle?
Yes, I did. Now I need to look pompous as anything. Now that I've got a monocle.
It's a really good show.
I always have like the grandma glasses or what they call it.
Don't tell Skippy that, because those glasses I thought just looked just like his. So
Oh.
whenever I see him wearing his glasses, I'll be like, grandma
Well,
glasses.
good thing that he doesn't not hear me.
That's funny.
It was hysterical.
But I like them. That's the problem. I like them.
I can't even
Mhm.
find glasses like that just fit the shape of my face. Like I've
Nope,
tried.
me neither.
I think I'm just too chubby cheeks, maybe. Or
Oh yeah, I have the same problem.
You have chubby cheeks.
I've got chubby
That's
cheeks.
funny. You chubby cheeks. You out of all you. I don't.
I've got like a double
Chubby.
chin at this point.
Double chin. Jesus, Vance, have you changed that much since I've seen you?
I've eaten a lot of chocolate.
I'm eating chocolate right now. Guilty.
Me too.
I have a
I have
actually,
M&Ms.
I have a Nutella bottle. So.
Oh
Oh.
dear. I finished so many Nutella bottles, I absolutely could not find myself another one.
Yeah, your habits with Nutella is just atrocious.
You know what? That's my comfort. You have a dog to cuddle. I have Nutella to eat.
I think I prefer the dog to cuddle than the Nutella. I'm just saying.
This is my point. If I had a dog to cuddle, I would not be eating as much Nutella because I would have a dog to cuddle. But I do not have a dog to cuddle, so I'll have to M&Ms and Nutella instead.
Okay.
Well, I have a Sonji to cuddle.
I'm actually gonna end the stream off here, guys, because my throat is starting to get really sore. But thank you for those of you who actually joined me today in, my stream after so long, because I've been so sick so often. So I'll
Oh yeah.
try and improve my immune system so I'm not as sick, and hopefully I get my voice back, because this is just irritating. And then yeah, I will see you guys next week, Wednesday, also on YouTube, and hopefully we can play something like Gen Zero or Elder Scrolls. My god, it is Elder Scrolls, right? Yeah, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
But yep. Till next time, guys. Thanks Shell and Hope for joining and being firstly the voice voice of reason.
You're welcome. What voice of reason?
What?
Well, I don't know. Don't they usually say that for the voice of reason?
I
No?
never heard that before.
I don't think it's the voice of reason is like when you go out and get very, very drunk and something completely unreasonable and irresponsible, and the voice of reason comes out and goes, "Do you really want to try and flip that car? Do you really want to go and hit on that really ugly person over there? Do you really want to? Let's be reasonable about that."
I
Voice of
take it
reason.
as you have a lot of experience in that area.
I do, but usually somebody else has been the voice of reason, not me.
Okay.
I find that
so-
hard to believe.
Really, I'm not very reasonable when I drink. When I drink, everything is out. I'll do anything. No, okay, you know what? These days, I'm very good. In the past,
I don't
it
know if I
was
believe
terrible.
you. You're in Scotland right now. Don't they have a reputation for being very much party?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I haven't met any party animals in Scotland yet.
Yes.
Oh, then I'm
emphasis on
coming to
yet.
Scotland.
Come on,
Beware, I'm
come
coming.
to Scotland. Come to Scotland. It's just across the border. Most people that I know all come from like Norway and Sweden, and our weather is the same. So just hop on over, come and visit. Go
I'm
out
pretty
and have
sure
some
the
fun.
weather in Norway is probably a little bit better than Scotland. I think. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, up north they say it's similar,
Mm.
but it's the same as Canada anyway, like Calgary and stuff. Vancouver, it's the same weather.
Yeah, Skippy doesn't want to go to Scotland because he says that it's going to be raining all the time and miserable. Let's just rather go to, like, I don't know, southern part of England. And I'm like, bro, I hate to break to you, but the whole of UK, it rains. So, you're not going to escape that.
It's not any better anywhere else.
So,
And actually, it was really nice today. People in t-shirts. I overheated and had a massive migraine because I thought it was going to be like.
What was the temperature, firstly?
Let's get up to 20 something.
Okay, that's not bad. Last time it was 11 degrees on the farm, and then I think it was 13 degrees for you, and you said how hot you were, and you were on your way to the movie house, and
it was so hot.
quite
Oh my
a hot
goodness.
day, And here, Dad and all of us were shivering at 11 degrees. Your dog was literally shaking his fur off. My dog was so freezing cold. They had to wear their jackets on the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna suffer. Thanks, Tia.
Your body gets used to it quite quickly.
Okay, I'll
It
take
really
your word for
does.
that, since you were pretty much also. It's 11 degrees outside. You were stuck in your room, wanted to be under the covers. You were freezing cold, and now it's like, meh, so chill.
Well, exactly.
Okay, but
It's now totally chill.
I'm gonna end the stream. I will see you guys next week Wednesday with my camera on, and I will look 10 times better and not in my pajamas. So, bye everyone. Thanks for joining me for today, and we'll see you guys
Bye.
next week.
See you later. Ciao. Arrivederci.